Hey guys, today we're going to be installing the Govee car underglow LED lights. The reason why I'm doing a video on this is because I haven't seen a lot of information on this online, on YouTube, on any other social media thing, particularly this model. This is the H7092. We're going to be installing it on this 2005 Scion XB. This is my car. Currently I have another set of LED lights on here. I got a cheap set from Amazon, and after about 2 years, half of them stopped working. So this one is a lot more customizable, so you can put whatever colors you want. Has a couple of different themes. This is actually my first Govee purchase, and we'll see if I'm going to be purchasing more after this experience. But first, we got to take off the old underglow. Before we jack up the car and remove the old LED lights, we're going to see how they look so we can compare them to the new Govee one. So as you can see, they are not lighting up on this side, only half of the back, but this will be the side for the comparison. So I have the other LEDs hooked up to this switch on the inside of my car. So I'm going to start with removing the wires and clean this up once I hook the new ones up. Well, not everything goes perfect. I just broke my little Harbor Freight jack, so I had to borrow my neighbor's one. And let's get this car jacked up. Alright, so we got the car jacked up. Just wanted to show you. So I installed these rails right here, so I could hide the LEDs in there so you can't see them from the sides when they're on, because I hate when you can see the LEDs underneath the car and not just on the ground, because it looks terrible that way. So basically, I just have these stuck and wired up underneath here, all the way around to the back, and I'm going to need to remove them. So I've removed all the old LEDs, so now I gotta clean up all of the old stuff, take all of these off here, and clean up the area where I'm gonna stick the new LEDs. So our next step is we're gonna lay these out, how we're gonna have them underneath the car, and then we're gonna run the power up through there, and then apply them to the bottom of the car, and hopefully everything goes good. So I pulled the wires up through the bottom of the car and just kind of set them on the battery terminals just to see how they're gonna work, and they seem to all be on, so we can go ahead and start installing them. So when you mount these, it's pretty straightforward. You just peel off the adhesive strip, and then you want to mount it to like the flattest part that you can. You can see where I had my old ones. Then you put the little brackets over it, and then you're going to want to try to run the wires so they're not going to touch anything, get wrapped on anything, get hit by anything in the road. So a lot of people go underneath the plastic axles right here. You don't want to hit the axle. So anywhere back here or up around the wheel well. So this is how I mounted the front. I put the little clips on here just so they won't fall down if anything hits them. And now I'm going to run these wires up and around to the side over here. So now that I've routed the wires up and around, I'm going to start putting them on my little custom tracks that I made. Since I can't put those little rubber brackets on there, I like to put a couple little dots of Gorilla Glue in a couple different areas over here, and that'll help secure it. Here's an example of what I'm doing with the Gorilla Glue, just a couple little dots on there, just throughout the whole thing, and then I'm going to stick it on up there. So now I got these mounted up in the rails, and I just fed the wires through to the back. So now we are gonna mount them up on the back. As you can see on my car, there's really no flat place to put it unless you want to put it on the bumper, which, like I said, I don't like to see the lights, so That's why I made these brackets, so I can mount them inside the brackets and then you can't see the lights. All right, so we got one side done. So we're gonna come over and jack up this side over here, and then we're gonna mount the front and work our way to the back. So we got the car back on the ground. So let's turn on the switch here. And we have lights. Let's see what it looks like when it's dark. Well, it's pretty bright. It looks about, might be a little brighter than the other ones that I had. But the reason why I got these is because how customizable they are. So you can do a lot of different things. I'll show you in the app in a second. But another thing is see how you can't see my LEDs underneath the car? Because they're hidden in my rails. So even if you try to look underneath, you can barely see them. Well, if you go way down, but it's nice when you can't see where the lights are coming from. All right, so this is the app. You can change different scenes, so you can do different holiday stuff. There's a lot of different customizable things. Here's the stream. You can do stuff with music. So when you talking, then it goes. So if you play music with it, then you can change the sensitivity of it too, so it doesn't go too crazy when you're talking with it. That's a little more subtle, but yeah, it's pretty cool, all the different stuff. You can change each individual light as well. If you go to like a do-it-yourself thing, light management, so you can select different lights that you want to light up, different colors, how bright you want them to be. Well, that's pretty much it for this install. It came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Hopefully it lasts longer than the last ones I had on there. Took me a couple hours to put it on, but overall it's pretty simple. We'll see how long it lasts, and we'll see you on the next one.